So with spring now upon us, what I'm going to do is get my John Deere zero-turn mower ready for the coming spring to cut the grass. So this is my John Deere Z or Z355, and I did a video review of this machine, and I'll put the link to that video in the video description. And one thing I did notice that when I bought this machine, that it didn't actually have a provision for a tow bar, or it didn't come with a tow bar on the back, and I thought that was a bit disappointing. On my old John Deere L110 over here, you can see that this actually has that, and I end up using it quite a bit because I've got a little trailer that I tow behind that I put the lawn rake and the whippersnipper and stuff in, and it's really useful. But on this machine I can't tow it, and I was looking around online for the tow bar kit for it, and I could buy one online from the US, but with postage to Australia it was going to cost something crazy like $600. But as it would happen, about 12 months later I found that RDO Equipment, who are a John Deere distributor and parts supplier here in Australia, actually had it listed on their website. And still crazy money. Like if you look at this, for $377 for a really simple kit, is it worth it? Probably not, but I had a look at this and I was going to try and design up a similar type of thing and just fabricate it myself and put it on, and in the end I just decided why not just buy it. And at that time the RDO people had free delivery, so it didn't cost me anything. So yeah, I paid roughly 377 Australian dollars for it, which is yeah, it's a lot. And it's actually still sitting here in the box. I've had it for a while actually, and not really used it or taken it out, so we'll have a look what's in there. And all it is something quite simple, whereas that's the main part of it there, and there's a rear bracket thing that goes on the back somewhere, and a set of instructions in there. So let's open this up and have a look and see how easy it is to put it in. It comes with a supply of nuts and bolts and stuff there, so there should be everything in the kit to put it together. Okay, inside the bag there's a whole heap of nuts and bolts. There's look to be reasonably good quality nylock nuts there, and two different types of bolts. So there's one that has a conventional hex on the top of them, and others that have a, I don't know what you'd call these, I'd call them cup heads or something like that, that have a rounded top on there, and they obviously fit into a rectangular bracket that holds those. The other things, there's two of these side brackets that fit in the main bar to attach to the zero turn. Okay, looking inside the instruction manual, and the first thing we notice is there's a whole heap of different types of stickers here. Yep, almost every language but English. Surface hot, it means. And then there's something here with the capacity of the bar. So it says that the maximum down pressure that you can put on the tow bar kit is 100 pound or 45.4 kilos, and towing weight when you're dragging the trailer is 250 pounds or 113.4 kilos. Okay, first part of the fitting says to locate the two mounting holes in the engine pan down here, so we'll find those. Install the green mounting bracket A between the rear engine guard and engine pan. Okay, let's do that. I've got to put two of these brackets in, and the back hole seems to be okay, but the front one is up there behind the wheel, which is a little bit trickier to get on. It's a little bit tricky. It's a little bit tricky. Okay, next step is to line up the hitch plate A with the mounting brackets on the attachment B. These ones use the slightly smaller bolt and smaller lock nut. One more. I'm just actually using a 13mm spanner and socket on this. It is, I don't think it is metric, but it fits pretty close. Okay, so I've got that bracket bolted on there now. There's 4 bolts there. And now all I have to do is connect the side that's over here up to these brackets that we just put on. The reason I couldn't find my English labels is because they were already applied. Okay, the final thing is I've got my torque wrench here, and I'm just going to torque the bolts up to make sure they're tight. The torque specs for these small ones down here are 20 foot-pounds, and the bigger one down here, they're 30 foot-pounds. Well, that was pretty easy to put on. Really, there's only about 10 bolts you have to put on to get the whole system on, and it certainly looks good when it's on there. I think it probably looks better than a homemade attempt is what I was going to do. I certainly think the OEM stuff looks better. Anyway, that's nice and simple, and now I can use my trailer. Well, there we are, folks. There it all is, attached to the zero turn. I've got my trailer hooked up to it. And the first thing I did notice was the height of this trailer tongue, and it is higher than my older John Deere L110 lawn tractor. And what that means, if I just come back here a little bit and try and get the camera level, you can see that the trailer is just tilting back a little bit. It's not quite level, and I think what I will have to do to use it is to just weld another piece on the front here just to drop the trailer height down a little bit, but that's not such a big issue. The other thing I have noticed is with this mower, I actually have had it stuck in a mud hole, and I was trying to get it out and I was trying to pull sideways on this sheet metal here, and I was a bit worried that I was going to bend it because it is quite thin. There's nothing really to get your hand onto, and I think with this tow bar hitch assembly on here now, it does actually give you a much better grip point here. If you ever had to try and pull it sideways through a mud bog or something like that, it gives you something more substantial to get onto there. And also I think if you were transporting the unit and had it on a trailer, it gives you more of points here for a tie down or straps to use if you had to move the mower. But so that's a positive. So I like it, and I do like the look of it. I think buying the genuine part was probably worth the money. Was it or not? $377. Would you guys pay $377 to put a tow hitch on the back of your mower? I'll let you guys decide that. But the good news is they're available now in Australia. They weren't probably 12 months ago. You couldn't get them, but they are. And this particular model, it's not just exclusive to the Z or the Z355 that I have. It actually suits a number of the Z-Track models, so it will fit a range of other mowers as well. So I like the look of it. All that looks good. That's a big thumbs up for that. I'm not really impressed now with my daggy old orange trailer. I think I need to do something with that. And I have just remembered actually that for those that watch the video channel, you may have remembered that I did the refurb on the John Deere lawn tractor, and I had to repaint the operator's platform, and I do have some John Deere green paint left over. So I think what I'll do with this is I'll give this a refurb and give it another paint job so it sort of matches the mower a bit better. I mean, does it matter? No, it doesn't matter, but it's just a bit of fun. I'll do that in a separate video. I'm not going to worry about doing it in this video. We'll do that as a separate one in a couple of weeks, so keep a lookout for that one. Anyway, that's the video for today on putting on the tow hitch on my Z355. I hope everybody liked the video. If you want one of these, then I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to spend the money. Alright, thanks for watching everybody. I really appreciate your support. I'll see you next time.